What's up, everybody? Welcome back and happy Thursday. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, American Contractor, and Atlas, and they're there for you in the description to this video. So late tonight, we're starting out with an I-35 risk that is quickly going to move off to the east and cover the Mississippi Valley and then the southeast for tomorrow. So we're going over the next 48-ish hours of severe weather as that whole system moves off the coast. Right now, it is clear and nice through the risk area, right? So that's going to be through Texas and the Mississippi Valley. So we've had some time for some heat and some instability to start working its way back in. 75 degrees now in Houston, 63 in DFW, compared to, I'm just now seeing 0 in Billings. So very cold behind that cold front. And it is getting ready to push into Oklahoma and Texas. Going to see temperatures dropping through the overnight and into early tomorrow morning. Dew points as well have started to creep back up into East Texas and the southern Mississippi Valley. Remember, dew points are just how much of a difference, really they represent how much of a difference between the moisture in the atmosphere and the dry air in the atmosphere there is. And you know, if there's 50 and 60 degree dew points through East Texas, that's going to help our severe weather chances into late tonight. So this is what we got by noon, and that should continue to push up towards, again, Oklahoma, Arkansas later today. So here we go on our future temps. Got 57 degrees in Dallas right ahead of this cold front at midnight. Remember, we're not going to see any real severe weather for today and this afternoon. It's going to be late overnight tonight that this pushes through. So seeing a drop in our temperatures in Oklahoma City on the back end of that cold front. Out front, it's going to sit in the 50s and 60s through Arkansas, Louisiana, Texas, as that sinks down to the south and then off to the east. So there goes the low pressure system, pushing all of our nice warm temperatures way down into the 20s and 30s out behind the front. But where it's nice and warm ahead of it, we'll continue to see some severe storms until that finally makes its way off the coast. And in terms of dew points, again, still a big difference in between that moist rising air and that dry sinking air out behind it. So you get that turbulence associated with that system. There we are again by midnight. Got that nice cold front set up, got another nice dry line set up. That's just the difference between that humid air and the dry air, the dry line. And as that pushes off to the east, more storms expected. So everything's kind of working together as all of that tracks through the southeast to once again produce severe weather. And this low pressure system, again, has really fast upper level winds. That's going to create rotation. We got that dry line, we got that cold front. And it's pushing instability up into the late night risk area tonight and then off to the southeast for tomorrow as all of those storms track through. So we'll have the lift to produce hail. We'll also have the lift and rotation to possibly get tornadoes through both today and tomorrow's risk area as, you know, the storms track that way. So speaking of tornadoes, there's your significant tornado parameter. Putting out some moderate to high values here through really the Texarkana area by around 8 p.m. when we'll see initial storm starting up. And then we're going to get a line out behind all those storms that are going to be going on through Arkansas and Louisiana. We'll get that line right along I-35 by around 2 a.m., pushing into that unstable zone and more storms to go with it. So for today's hail forecast, we've got $quarter to $half size hail possible for anywhere from Arkansas all the way down into the Gulf Coast. And it's going to be an overnight risk, all right? So it's going to start up along the I-35 corridor, going to get that whole mess of storms through this area. And so the best chance to see severe hail is going to be through Fort Smith, Little Rock, Shreveport, Texarkana, Tyler, Longview, and we could get some up to ping pong ball sized stones through there. Houston, Lake Charles, Alexandria, you guys got a chance, but it's going to be low end for today. For you guys in Little Rock, you're going to have multiple waves of severe storms tracking over. So from 9 p.m. to 7 a.m., you're going to have all those waves moving through, and I'll post that future radar on our stories, so make sure to stay tuned for that. You can see kind of what storm mode looks like. Chance for 1-inch hail, going to be moderate. Again, got multiple opportunities for that to pass over you guys. So in and around Pulaski County, could see a quarter, half dollar or two, and again up to ping pong balls, but anything greater than golf balls, the chance of that is very low. For wind today, and it's going to be the same risk area all the way through Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, and then off into Mississippi with the forming line. Shreveport, Texarkana, got the best chance tonight to see some gusts up to 60, as well as Fort Smith and Little Rock. You guys have a chance as well. And then for tornadoes, again, just with the turn in the air, and then with those little cells tracking over you, again, it's going to be Tyler, Longview, Texarkana, Shreveport, this little corridor here that's got that best shot to see some tornadoes. Should be, a couple here and there, but it's really kind of focused in this corridor. Fort Smith, Little Rock, again, you guys have chances to see that. And then Jackson, New Orleans, it's going to be late into like the early morning hours, and then tomorrow's risk, kind of like that daytime transition that Jackson and New Orleans are going to see that impact. So for tornadoes, late tonight through the overnight, chance to see any in and around your area are high for Longview, Tyler, Texarkana. Hot Springs areas got a moderate to high chance to see impacts from those cells tracking over you guys. And then Alexandria, Louisiana, low to moderate. Once you get lower towards the coast, it's going to start to kind of break apart, so less chances to see tornadoes. So that's true for Alexandria and Baton Rouge. Then tomorrow, there goes that whole system. And again, you got those scattered storms out ahead of this line. So you have to account for all risks, hail, wind, and tornadoes. If you get linear storms, it likes to favor wind. If you get these out in front, it likes to see hail and tornadoes. And we got both setups happening here through the southeast. By 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, depending what time zone you're in, you could see an extended risk from tonight, so more severe weather happening into the southeast through tomorrow. That's all going to continue off towards Georgia, the Carolinas, by around 4 p.m. Eastern time, so right before rush hour, got that whole mess of storms tracking through. All risks are still on the table at that time, and it's really going to stay all risks possible until that front moves off the coast by, the late overnight, early morning hours on Saturday. So here's a look at your future wind gusts through the area. Again, got to pay attention to the upper level winds on the system. They are speedy. And so any rain that kind of mixes that down to the surface can get us some higher wind gusts. And so our map is kind of lighting up just from that setup there. Lots of folks have a chance to see over 50-mile-an-hour gusts, potential severe as well. And then, again, that system's going to move off the coast eventually. But if you guys are up in the Ohio Valley, you're kind of where that storm is going to be centered. And so you got more of a chance to see gusty winds here and there after that passes off the coast. So starting out with hail tomorrow, $quarter to $half. We'll see if we need to up the sizes tomorrow. It's really going to be dependent on how much of today's setup, how much of that heat and humidity can lift up into the southeast. But moderate chances to see quarters, $half. That's 1 to 1.25 inches, anywhere from Jackson off east into Columbia, South Carolina. And if you're kind of on the outskirts of the risk in Florida and North Carolina, right along the coast, still a chance, but lower end. For wind. Now that's a different story. Again, we looked at that wind map a second ago. It's really moving. So if you guys are kind of in the central part of the southeast, everybody there's got a moderate chance to see some gusts up to 60 miles an hour. Florida, get those broken storms, so lower end chance for you. And then, through Nashville, Louisville, Lexington, Bowling Green, got more of a messy storm mode. So lower end chance for you guys. But this whole southeast area has got at least a moderate chance to see some gusts up to 60 tomorrow. And then for tornadoes, again, we got to keep our eye on that. It's going to be, there's ongoing potential all throughout the day. So again, moderate chance from Jackson all the way into the coastal Carolinas, specifically focused from Columbia, South Carolina to Montgomery, Alabama, that central swath there. We got multiple storms tracking over and over and over in those same favorable conditions. So high end chance in that kind of central region to see some tornadoes popping up in and around those metro areas. So Raleigh-Durham, you got a moderate chance as well. Same with Columbia, Charlotte, moderate for you guys into tomorrow. And so we'll let you know how this looks on tomorrow's forecast, of course. And we'll have more for you, so stay tuned. But upcoming events is what I'm going to leave you guys with. We are doing our Raising Hail Tour for 2024 in February. So we've got all of our dates set up here. It's going to be pretty much every week in February. We're going to be in Dallas, OKC, Denver, and Chicago. And if you guys, again, if you're new to Hail Trace, got to plug it again. Our CEO, Derek Klein, there he is, does an annual hail forecast. So every year he talks about the entire nation and tells you when to expect your hail season, how severe your hail season is going to be, so how long, how impactful, kind of gives us some seasonal numbers, what he expects to see in terms of hail reports every year, gives lots of good info. He also gives kind of the setup and just what the general forecast looks like for 2024 going into the year. So if you guys have any questions about what your severe forecast is in your area, go ahead and check out that Raising Hail Tour 2024 event. I believe it's on our Instagram and Facebook, and you should be able to register there. So that's all I have for you guys. You can go ahead and follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss a live video, and smash that subscribe button everywhere else. And then if you want to get in contact with us, go ahead and give us a call at 855-334-4245. Email us at info@hailtrace.com or check out hailtrace.com for more details. Or if you're interested in purchasing a plan, scan that QR code up above me or click the link in the description to this video and we'll get you hooked up. Guys, in the meantime, we will be posting to our stories with more severe weather info, and we'll be back tomorrow at noon Central Time to let you guys know what your update is for the Southeast as that severe event tracks through. For now, stay safe. I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.